There, you know what would happen. And then also will be intimate challenging because I say why general party not general painting also independent. Obi sorry them no make argument contrary to the decision of his majority leader, which will be the party's agenda. Ya many panic chance you next speak and if you say enwa it's in another abua me kwani dim to catch us any person say na agenda watch no contrary to the majority leader into OMP. Now it is contrary to the party's position when they never benefit in the party. And that is why we are getting to the declaration of the vacancy is not done by the Speaker of Parliament. He should have been notified by it. Then he can communicate that. You see, the danger of that is that at any time, Biano, he can arrogate to himself, say, this is my decision, and to go by it. If it's against your human rights, he doesn't care. If it's against the human rights of others, he will not care. Because yet a certain notion, so to your team say, the court cannot stop a statutory body or an administrative body in the performance of its function. And I'm a yes, the court means see an administrative body, a constitutional body, quite and all you need to do a dear sentence. Parliament in San go to Article 93. Jumedia dear sentence, Article 93, 1 and 2 in say, Yabasha Emra. That is the duty and the Constitution has mandated Parliament to do. If you read Article 93, it's in the course of making the laws. And stop from making those laws.
EZRA,
nobody. And the bit my catcher say, if you say, Yanasi say, oh, the Omra na way until the Cosona Omra. Now we am running ready and running new Samubi. It's in the process of making the law. Robin to me, say, because in Johnson about Simunya Mrawi Amoyam. Then you go to the court. But Reverend, let me ask. The declaration of those seats, any the interpretation the speaker gave, is it part of lawmaking in this country? No, is it part of lawmaking process in this country? No. When you interpret the Constitution, the interpretation of the Constitution is the sole right of the Supreme Court under Article 125 of the 1992 Constitution. And also the speaker no Article 93. That is Parliament of Ghana. There shall be a Parliament of Ghana which consists of not less than 140 members of Parliament. And subject to provisions of this Constitution, the legislative powers shall be vested in Parliament and shall be exercised in accordance with this Constitution. It function was in accordance with the Constitution. Accordance in anything, interpretation under Article 125. Which is the sole prerogative of the Supreme Court. That is our function. But to interpret, take a decision, and make consequential orders, which is, and Kofana is saying, may declare seats vacant, and we should not have anything to do with them. Are those functions of the of Parliament or the Speaker? You can't wear Obin Tiasie. You see, one person will plunge everybody with the aid of Omomayo so desperate.
What is the motivation of the Speaker of Parliament? So officially, onya any communication from the party, I could make that declaration. Say, okay, or say it was not declaration. I will not even call declaration. Or make that announcement. Say these MPs, officially. So onya that communication. There any motivation.
I'm say also say any declaration. Once it was an announcement.
Yes.
Tuesday, no sorry, I walk on. Say, moment 2 days. Oba be making a ruling, and I'm so he's even confused in what he wanted to do because he's politically motivated. That is my reading into the matter. Politically motivated in the sense, say me majority side for no me and say if me minority side ba ku free mu. Ebema nka minority for na bedoso as the majority for no na mama mu se wasem enye dan one na president former president Mahama e wateshi ye wie ya na the special assistant Joyce ba wakoka che within a platform so cancel. Now God has given us the majority in parliament, so give us the president.
Yeah,
enye dan no
that day na
enye politically motivated, so they are communicating yema yemfa no nko ne enko message. Only message that you don't go come and do politics in parliament. And I'm so okay, so I said, none of say December 7th, you better abana. which is just about 47 or 48 days away. So what is the majority that has been given to you? Majority na etina yeko parliamenta. Impeach president. You cannot use the constitution and parliamentary musical chairs to win power. But they want to use that. They say, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia message in the campaign. You are in this country. The former president who has been in opposition for 8 years is not even campaigning and selling his message. It's almost probably to come and cover up. And now people have started appreciating what is happening.
Okay.
To understand, to say, you get people, learned people in law.
Just a moment. Mame joining the line with Joseph Kwesi Mensah and grandson of member of parliament with the NDC side. EZRA 94.1 FM and of course EZRA TV across the nation. Mr. Joseph Kwesi Mensah, we need the Kofi Asante. Mame mo achemo akwaba Emra EZRA TV so. Na bibia boko de. Okay. On the other side of the line, the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Ra Akwesi Kunedu. Amame a very extensive discussion and a position of the majority, so to speak. But Matisse now no more Sankoyan Sanchofo Shemwa. Minority now MPP now what is it? Majority say you will fiercely defend your new position attained. Apart from the Supreme Court ruling, but that's why I convinced you are now the leaders of Ghana's parliament and
you me that say needing can match ya at you for you na and say question now what be Simon no say what ba Ghana amamranumwa e tresa obi yet to Abamano.
EZRA 94.1.
Now could do parliament. Now imagine say we see
94.1 FM.
EZRA 94.1
FM. And we are not say any parliament. I say Kofi parliament. Now yet to Abafufro. And what is obi ejina control corona yet to Aba Edemano. No could do parliament. Na opese okwadwane 30 fufra and also so na konga no ebe dampan e ma yeto so aba sa so na oba NDC ye constitution mu a ye so e wo mu se we NDC ni na we wa gbe se ukwadwana kontonkura and also so Kofi party ni MPP also constitution and also at the opposite say no MPP ni now you are going to say independent here when your MPP need you and then you second deputy speaker okay contonkro but I know you MP and I'm so Yewura Mark Okoya na oye or the same speaker Samro no ejina Ghana amamra no ene MPP omo emra no so in free parliament
EZRA 94.1
omo ye MP I am
94.1 FM
you know independent
94.1
independent so echo journey 30 enti eyade a emra no da ho a yadna ye adwuma da enti saa amra no so na yewura babmen ejina ya na no ya wada odi declare saa nipa na no omo sis no vacant
Mr. Joseph Kwesi Mensah we obi beka say asama o machi a ye mane de ani a the difference MPP air strike any will be a cancer. First one, dear. Yes, a dark ball. My cocoa, man, yes, ye nipa, ye did a bam at Sibidumino. One only and Sabium into Monfano, immunion in Friho. By way, yes, will be a ball, a bambabi aman, a ye done on one casa dimdica, yes announcement no.
We tie ni sani ma di nkiaka no. Me say Ghana mra etre say we are the same independent na we say we ko join party ya. Mra no say we see it no we be declare vacant. Sani pa na no Oma family easy. Etre say omo eko independent ana omo eko join party. Eti Yasa krata biya be fribia aba.
EZRA
Yasa krata biya be fribia aba. Eti eya adia eta ho.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
Eta ho asem. Eti krata biya ehia se be free party bu ana se be free independent no ho se me kwaja ne party we. Eti sa krata asem no de enya dia ehia say party no e dey beba say yenipa afi or the say enunti speaker any seat no vacant
ba obi beka say wo hwe ne e course so ne de akoso ya emra no secretary bia emai krata bia makra ba so obi wu no mra se bedwemu a ye twen am officially ye de krata say onipa so mesi an obenten afrim aninti onka ye ho biem ente sa
sani amadi nke aka no emra no etre say so nipa no adwane mra no anka say e o party na e de kasa ebre speaker ansa also so nipa no so ye party no say obeko independent nko ade a o say e declare ni seat no vacant. But I'm not anka say or say party no e de kasa ebre speaker and say you declare seat no vacant.
Enti na me yard ma wachina mo kwa kwatena edom kase no nkonwa so.
Ya me pa wachina e na ye kwatena.
Na say obi adi bobobo matiti din no.
94.1 FM.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
Ya show you know ya dia removable yetimi epeja edi free baby a esinu edi si baby foforo eti ochina no ya mepa ye beto na ya yesa adwuma no obi anim baby a okotena.
So we are aware of Supreme Court stay of execution order omde abe
nyomuni yigina yenim say Nana Akufuado and na ban aye o madwen say 2024 abai omo be wiemu na omo wie pa ya omo be ka ne say ye fa asem nko court eliti na wa pake judges akoti Supreme Court onyuma na say o ma sha ase eye no ye hwe the whole Ghana yeah tumutumu ebane ema enware ene nasefo no ehwasem aba parliament ama eye enkramofo nananum omo abosom asorfo omu nyina akase tia sesa ade no enye se ye no Ghana ya
EZRA 94.1.
Mamene kwasi enwuramu na I think that abazi utie wunia Joseph Kwasi Mensah Granza Nofa. It appears that their minds are made up already. They don't need any official communication to the speaker and sign why this declaration.
Reverend, once we didn't come on oyema also, we didn't come on myself. But if they don't need any official declaration, and
yeah,
an official document.
Joseph Mensah, Pacho General and Sumame, number per se, I will come back to you. I mean, too.
And yes, and here, Reverend, December, you're too Benivia. Now, you don't declare, you call elections. because some call elections na obiati and ameboa. Ye bejina no so ne de America ne akotena se ne de yakase so far as the elections has been called, it means that you are a winner. The argument we're making now is fraud and it's not based on constitution. Yes, you are semra. It's not na yen nyina mra so ne fan kan asem na ye gina nchenchen. You ask me a simple question. Say na dentina Supreme Court ruling na ba no mo avet or say ya boy timu posi e be wiem de o kodwa kwatani ase be o kodwa. O si dwa me komentia obi na ntia. You know perfectly well you are losing the election, so you want to use the back row politically to gain advantage in parliament and say majority. This is fraud. Go and read it well. Okay? Out of all of these people, let them read Article 97 very well and see say if any of those things have happened, or see any panel say independent and still want to remain in parliament, they don't want to read those things and interpret them. Even go and look at one thing, that when the person himself, or see if the person resigns from office as a member of parliament by writing under his hand addressed to the speaker, one actual letter the speaker. Ask him, say out of the 4 individuals, why natural letter the speaker? You should go and read Article 97 1F. If a person resigns from office as a member of parliament by writing under his hand addressed to the speaker, we should not be actual letter the speaker. Obedience actually to speak up. We should not. The problem I have now is say any the legal matters just political advantage and gains, coming from their side. But it's about how low we are bringing parliament. Because if the ordinary person sits, you ask a very fantastic question. When even say nipan ewuno, and then the speaker can go ahead to declare that seat vacant. Why? Why doesn't the speaker go ahead and declare that seat vacant? Go and read Act 29 and Act 30, Criminal Offences, Criminal and Other Offences Act. Yasu obi kunipa, the person wo kunipa. Ukunipa emreni muno. I was say bia yebu okum for money ade. Ejo hin wakotu so rev wakotu so obi kunipa no so so an examine here so be kan che me so me do na sen ho. Mabo mi tu ekuno. It is not the reasoning.
Oh yeah, innocent until declared guilty by court.
So these people remain members of parliament up until they write under their own hand resigning from the party. 2, that is what the constitution says. 2, or the person is expelled from the party, or the person decides say and the demo as a member of parliament for MPP but may call the other side straight away. And let me give you an example. Be a very simple. So there is the maze that stands for the authority and order of parliament. It's dining free people to speak anymore. So me sorry free me that break. Now me come in no what the other side that break. Now me obi kwa kodin koma me do wa e was say me bo me mu ase. E ma maze no ansa na ma cross it. Okay. The other side. If I don't do that and the maze is standing, it's na what tintini. Now me twam keke. Na ma mbawa. It means I have defected to the other side.
Oh, okay.
Isn't that how we? Yes. Isn't that how we bring order? Please, wasn't the same Supreme Court that affirmed the presidency of John Mahama? Wasn't it the same Supreme Court that affirmed the presidency of John Mahama in 2013 elections petition? What is this that we are doing to ourselves as members of parliament? We are bringing ourselves low for political expediency and for so you so. They should be, I mean, some of these things are not right. They should read the question. The problem that we have, when people ought to know.
My point is that NDC, MP's minds are made up. The MPP minds are. My bad me. Why someone can come last week?
You can say up until the matter is determined, and the matter has been determined by the Supreme Court. Speaker, no, whatever its notification, communication, ruling, judgment, any argument, Article 97(1) J and H sooner year. Only said to me no on train, Copy Bema and Timu Ewu Unim. Also, imagine of understanding Article 97 a different from Union Joseph Agene. It is a different. Thomas Hobbes can also remain to the state of nature, where life will be brutish, nasty, short, and it is a ding to quani kiki and a bedding, a beba. To what Jenny equal left, Miss Media, about right, yes, there be Yan fama de emrana me no mienu na nyom party na so mu de ani 1992 constitution bae. Ye wo obi a o church mu yan fan koma no na on church mu na emma what we term as a straight line emeton finfin na ye eno so o cement ya se de imagine ye me na na so adwe. Yan fan tokwa nhia wo mo because it is worthless ye mu ye ho ani mu ase because the conscience of the nation and the embodiment of the nation in is fed into our constitution. Go and read article 1 of the constitution.
And me bo se china mo kona se minority fuete mu nkonyan so a ade number.
Let me read article 112. We are much the
okay.
Article 1 clause 1 of the 1992 constitution was the supremacy of the constitution. The sovereignty of Ghana resides in the people of Ghana, in whose name and for whose welfare the power of government are to be exercised in a manner and within the limits laid down in this constitution. Within the limits laid down in this constitution. There are no all supernatural powers under this constitution in this country. The speaker doesn't have that. So he cannot purport to have that. Yet it is sent there. Or say, oh, they will say, say na wadwene kire wo ho as speaker of parliament nti say no akire wadwene fato wo untimi kire wadwene sam but kire mu interpretation kura de to so no eto adwene mu a ni am wo so ate ase say the speaker de kan eto adwene mu yenkoso eno so ayamoden no eno so ayamoden. You see, it is the same thing. Yes, Mary, not a make a choice. Yes, Mary, presidency on Simon, there somebody has taken it to court. Move for response to Crown Fan Court. Take a response to court. As at now, Parliament hasn't taken a response to the court for deliberation to be done. By in a court and a court. You see the challenge we have in this country. Nipanadi son is all on ye. The son is also no ye. And the how many say it is one of the highest bodies in this country. Assuming that if the speaker calls for somebody for contempt of Parliament, Neni Panaba was a member, the idea Rasmuba was in coming mark, you want the law to be what the law is. It means it is very unfortunate. And if he does that, he should just look in his face and say to himself, won't you be ashamed of what you are doing? That you, as a member of Parliament, who ought to follow the law, you are not following the law, but who tell them that other people should follow. Please.
Mr. Joseph Kwasi Mensah, I mean, we're going to experience a very interesting moment. Mo kona uniano matete wadada mboyo omode.
Oh, senya uniano na okano. Okay, say ye wamrasa say for other side na mezino esiwo na cross
EZRA 94.1.
I say ubo umuase. Pa mo umuase a e say what defect echo the other side. And no, Edina Mrano, as like I said, we are MP, our party begin. Now, we are watching, say, Oko independence here. Emrano, a you feel, and when you say a petrol letter, Sanya, message you are not, cross now one more, what defect echo the other way, no. Eti mra da ofefe nyamete sene wa bisa no otena yakwa na se omo se kinchina omo na ye majority a ya wanamo a ye besen
94.1
speaker na parliament no oda ye nyina ya no
Okay.
eti nyamete otena yakwa ni speaker beka no ye de be ye adwuma.
Okay. About Agwazi, Nabi Bisa, I didn't get a clear answer from you. What because Matese NDC for some contempa, as ya much 5 crowd be majare, no mabo pada, not just say, Omutite Kunyanso. Mokorova could do a bad.
Oh,
Because I make was because me information me want to be a academy so go vi, Chinano pa. akokɔ de agye ne o mrase bedwa ahwe okro obi bedware ade obes dress anadwi nti rade Ghana ekure madu was it
for me we will let reason prevail.
94.1
na ka say we will let reason prevail. Say me nua bi nya adwene no nche say me fa ba fa nkobo ni trim and I say woni say wo ye adepa dey ntina be ha say me kwa kwetena for here. We would let the court decide as to the misunderstanding in terms of interpretation of Article 97. I mean, cousin, when the new Companies Act was passed, there are portions of the Companies Act that has been striked out as null and void by the Supreme Court. But this act was passed by Parliament. So what you are saying? Inti emranu senya wo siti ase no na kire. We go to the court. Then the court will decide on the matters. Only if even the understanding he doesn't get it. And no the whole cross the same parliament in a 9th, 8th or 6th parliament in our cross and these people have not declared their intention to say independent in this 8th parliament. They have not declared their intention to say we have moved from independent to MPP in this same parliament.
EZRA,
but they are saying next year parliament na fe near besue in. Our people are behaving as if they are elections. They don't almost show elections and they will not use the back door to come back to parliament. What are they afraid of? What are they afraid of? No, you should be asking them. Look, Reverend.
Yes, sir.
So okay, say ubedi sofri. One ko entity am yantiti wan ka yesofu no anu kan anu ababa yesofu.
Dabi, it's not possible.
Se mesima wari obi. Menya wari nipa kro no. Ade che ya nipa kro me ne ya wari for. We have an intent of marrying next year. It doesn't mean that today, like I said, are you married? I bet you say I am married. You still right there say I am not married, I'm single. But now nipa na sisa wari. You see, that is the purposive nature of the interpretation that you must get. When somebody has an intent for the future, it cannot be said, say, and maybe I don't say
I got to just a minute. Joseph question means one Mr. question when I'm in French. What is that rash? What is that? Press majority no. 47 days to election. What the heading?
Yo, as I say, Emra, and say, I say, Effie, party, Mudia. Now say them run a year, Juma, said that Naka, or say them run a year, Juma. If you say, your family run on year, Juma. WBC nipa betimi a refer say I dey try we be yantu ho na mo eti eno na abribia asema asi ama yaka no
EZRA 94.1
ye dey mfanto ho na yegina so edi ebua eti say akada krokra e say dey mra no eye adwuma say be ya bisi foforo ye be gina so na yaka say we see a sinner and I'm also na itufa.
Okay.
It's in here nana akano na yes. Nemu rana yes say.
Adia beche me ato abakra munya majority mbedi.
One day cry a majority.
EZRA 94.1.
Enjoy your majority position. I'm grateful for.
Reverend, don't be in contempt of the Supreme Court. How they wait there for the funny side. I say
majority now.
And so Reverend, I say how many days? I did the obvious. We don't spend 24 hours. So only Reverend, you see, they should be thinking foresight. On the 24 hours, I say I cut that kupekura no. But I had that kupekura me no ya agene. But I was a number of crying so. The election of the speaker Impono was done by the electoral commission. His affirmation was done by the Electoral Commission. So he cannot sit in the room. And obviously the affirmation was done by the Electoral Commission. Vacant. That is the problem that we have. And that is the problem as a person I have. It will not be me sorry say and medical will be seat vacant because mema kinimunum saying them radically. That is wrong. And we must not encourage that as a people. Otherwise,
my area how
EZRA 94.1.
But I can tell you that we will have an interesting house because NDC funds will be ready to one agree.
You see, we are here. We will bring the institutions of this country so low because of parochial political interest, and that is what is happening. Even the embodiment of lawmaking, does not see the reason in abiding by the law. Seriously.
Joseph Kwesimensa and grandson of I'm grateful. Of course, the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. I'm also grateful. But Akwesi Kunedu, the Menshia North Member of Parliament and the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Sanso Ena Joseph Kwesimensa, grandson of Mrase Bidreni na wotesi ye no edi nkomo. Omo say e kada krokra me ato aba won bedi Mrase majority leaders. Adiana I very interesting.
Reverend, it shouldn't be.
Yes. Mamenka te for say ko Facebook page okwa na wa share EZRA 94.1 official. EZRA 94.1 official. Oba share video I like a page now do comment Eddie at on why a part of the discussion. So and I'll be to me I the YouTube and so be to me so I share Obakwa Aduanaba Kofi Asante Ennin page na and so wa share Aduanaba Kofi Asante Ennin page na wa share na wa like na fi would comment and so Eddie at all. But anopay my yanking kind messages kakra about the both pages na Samson of voice notes 0531 455 105. Pacho, extra, dear, now we expect to Omrasibidum. Now, who am saying 0531 455 101 0531 a voice note 0531 455 105. Now, and a pay also comment Eddie Abreme. Okay, Mamina.
EZRA
messages kakra EZRA fan will be
mame anko Aduanaba ho
okay
na me hear messages about hono na no pay na yakwanim we say good morning ofa yakopon sha ne adwuma wo bopa I say anything different from their interests if even is from God or Jesus, and people will still deny it. We are Man Zaid and Ediaba. Also, come and say good morning of
Man Zaid.
Man Zaid. We say of good morning. You are welcome. Also, come and so message or Diaba no Paul Adingo. And so Edia, I was saying now, Najay Sapon. Also, Reverend, good morning. Kwadwa Sempanse or a year Kwadwa Sempa Furniture Works. Adum Komas was Reverend, good morning. And we say Yakubu Dombote or say good morning of a Kofi daybreak and also de Abba. Na Kofi so or say I'm enjoying this powerful morning show. Kofi Asempa on also Nedia or the Bayo no Poadingo and so a dear our Hasi. Yacha say Abba aha fanti kakra so wa chira ibeyi de ama wo na ova mame anko adwama so na te na pe ya hwe na yebanu anuane de atete natural spices no eno
tete natural
spices de ma do no ande wo mu ama aduane ye de spices no akeka bom do ya say rosemary wo ginger wo garlic wo kete suru we sa form we sa video we kan ya friend wo de no aduane a aduane so tete natural spices. Oh yeah, jollof for and one idea so just. Oh yeah, still be and one idea. And I think kwan would wa ye. Akukwan kwan be hwam na ye da. Akukwan kwan for ya na enini na ya na ye me fu. ya akon kwan bo wa obehwe ni team say ni no yi map enye de aha nti
Ezra 94.1
you was still seasoning jollof seasoning you was garlic and ginger seasoning chicken and beef seasoning so ho and you want to carry powder so 0245 580 957 0245 580 957 on it natural spices and so twetwen komo grow fine se me mo amane se obenyini tentem obenyini fine la hodin wo mu an na wo se wonom koko ne ade aye enu nti onnom na ta no mu a unya aya vitamins abeboa ma wedie ene ompomatimi ayeden nyina enu achi nso no wakomare oya na oso onom untimi ne dia onom abetima di kama mesro why moso ni nyina aye grow fine and make come for ade ama na no pe wenya bia to ba bia to no bia no mom digital ba center na kofa ba wo number 0244 596 532 0244 596 532 na Zen Naturalist Clinic Zian Naturalist Clinic, Dr. 3 days. So me can so say o ya de no what the 3 days beto so amase atu. Ono mpem na bu a bra ya wanwe bu ho de taso kese a. Eni na nsa na afi no mpem so anya hoden. O de ne asichire ya de o de ne ulcer, sexual weakness, and now ya de woni na ya hypertension. I want em ma no nyina no. Eye Zian Naturalist Clinic na me kan fama na no pay. Kuma say ya watimatim Lomba Junction. Sanso ana ka so ayo Tuba Mama Africa Junction. 0246 594 117 0246 594 117 now on a zen nim komo aye yo go mill anu so de onya bidi aboa de tiane say ye pastries out waka ho enu to per fresh yogurt any meat pie fresh yogurt any spring roll ice kenke any meat pie ice kenke ne pan no ye nyina ne ade ne ma hye ne mo adududu kama de anu amen enu nti opebi oh yeah, from to be up PBS service. Aye, you go mill. I'm not making from our friend 0244 324 999 0244 324 999. Dank Natural Healthcare Complex. Dank Semi Moa Maniana no pay sem. Also, anyhow, Odiano aduane to ya mo abuei ekom de wabuei mesro osa eya de bonin osa nye mesro eya Dank Natural Healthcare Complex ya ma osa dro stroke na kan to onse popo na popo wa no cha onse cha unya Dank Natural Healthcare kodina watom odiane sasabro odiano eya ahotutuo hypertension usisi oya hepatitis B ene ne nuasi enkwamwa no enyem oba no ahode ne so e wo bema mu a eya Dank Natural Healthcare Complex and American famom sexual infections shawara wakwa akwati yare bone kwabrane akodi agobone aba yare bone aba say ye gono say ye white say ye syphilis ni nyina eya Dank Natural Healthcare awone ma oba wawo akwa no 15 or 16 awone mabiem ana awone makra eya Dank Natural Healthcare meso duruwa enkra beso ahyawo ni nyina no se ormo waduro e wo kuma se pechi number 2 0244 017 556 0244 017 556 Maminas Moringa infusion drink eya dura no ma hura kuma no ho eboa ehuru ntini ma moja timi di wafurusane moja apie ada meso na ne no ema etimi ewura ba bia o se ewura bia wakoma bo periperi asichiri wo so honam ta tutu a ene wo sa wonom ebetimi release stress be yifin nyina fru widie mu a eya Maminas Moringa infusion drink alcohol sugar nim caffeine 0548 146 105 0548 146 105 Sonia Cosmetics at the Fantasia IC Relaxer ba onyabi na ode twi oti aboa ma tini yakama pa your V1 shower gel quick wash shower gel de dware V1 body lotion ye nku kokko de tuntum de ho udura no abisa na ma we de ato so we de ye mfan momokwa ye nkosra we de ntukwan eno nti bo we de ho ban 0207 66 7752 and crying 0302 668420 Kenok HG Herbal Clinic Kenok so me can trust so am the Bacta fight mix anaba onu bia boa ya de bia ajo de bia
amenya adwuma wo ahomasomra aye Ezra 94.1 FM and of course EZRA TV.
EZRA 94.1.
Idi Reverend Kofi Asante eni no bet na frame Aduanaba Kofi Asante. Ma yen kwa omaso na yenya the legal position of this discussion. Constitutional lawyer Paul Kumi ewa homaso. Senior Council Mama Wachemo akwa Bamra EZRA TV, EZRA Radio. Bibi abakode.
We are fine.
Great. Council, apart from the Supreme Court's
EZRA 94.1
stay of execution and Parliament, Speaker of Parliament, so they are the majority are holding on to their position, minority are holding on to their position. What is the interpretation of the law? A was a declaration or otherwise of why a majority and a minority of Rashibi Jomi?
You, may that say.
EZRA 94.1.
Declaration of a majority party or majority group, a bit depend on the numbers that each particular group has. You know, if we are to go by the information now, Speaker Ennin our Parliament said 4 of the members of Parliament have vacated their seats now. They just say NDP for common number of 137 or something about 136. MPP for common number of 137. No? I know about 135. And now,
.1 FM.
EZRA 94.1
but we
FM.
are not going to factor that of the how do you call the parliamentary candidates, you know. I find the independent candidates, you know.
Independence, yeah.
You know, where we have that situation, then it means to say the NDC will now have a higher number than
EZRA 94.1.
and by the parliamentary practice, you know, those with the bigger number will then become the majority.
Yes, and no, yeah, the more or less the purposive interpretation of what we have. But Cecilia, the debate is that Speaker of Parliament Obia Mfreno Onwana Dimirika and Wokoye declaration as compared to the precedent here was the 7th Parliament, you know, officially Professor Makoke was communicated to. Can we use that as a debate?
Okay, because we are communicating to people, and we will have to be also a bit civil with the people we are dealing with, you know.
EZRA 94.1.
I don't think it's a fair expression to use on air.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaker was in Parliament
EZRA
as part of the parliamentary practice. And then this information was brought to his
FM.
BBC.
94.1 FM.
He listened to the various arguments about it. And then he said, okay, give me 2 days. I'll also come up and also tell you what I have. And then he came back 2 days to inform the parliament himself. Me checked out my XSA and part. Time to go here. The town master file in different capacities than they currently have in parliament. I didn't know as a result of that, so that was the information he gave to the parliamentarians. Now, there is no purposive interpretation when it comes to numbers. The point is that you are either in a minority or you are in a majority. Numbers are what will determine who is in a majority or who is in the minority.
EZRA 94.1.
So when you have 136 being the number of the current NDC group, you know, not the number 135, and the number for the current NPP group, you know, it's obvious that it is the NDC group which will be in the majority. That is, if the Speaker or Parliament is not going to abide by the orders made by the
EZRA
Supreme Court.
94.1 FM.
Ombetimi akase omo abide.
The point is that any order made by a court of competent jurisdiction, an institution or an individual is expected to abide by it until otherwise set aside by either another court of competent jurisdiction or the same court. And in our expect to say, if Parliament wants to go by that understanding now, Parliament will then have to wait until the orders are made by the Supreme Court. Where that happens, then it means that the status quo as to 138, 137 will then remain. But under the Constitution, there is a provision.
EZRA 94.1.
Make it a contempt of court by any institution when it attempts to dabble in the activities of the Parliament when not so invited. And that is under Article 122, which says that if people get themselves involved in proceedings or other activities of Parliament, they can be held in contempt of Parliament. Near equity of Parliament in respect of the vacation of seats of some of the members of Parliament, are activities within Parliament, are exclusive to Parliament. So you cannot have somebody coming from outside of Parliament to tell Parliament how it should run its own affairs. Now, the Supreme Court is our apex court. Now, it deals with matters that it is supposed to have jurisdiction over. Now, the order or the information now speak about me having more, and yet a court order and yet the Supreme Court everything I say. The Supreme Court can only say an order ruling of a court. The Parliament of Ghana is not a court, and to that extent, the Supreme Court cannot say its activities. The only time the Supreme Court comes to deal with matters of Parliament is when Parliament has made Parliament ayet mla. Nasa mranaba. No obi akase emwana Parliament ayet.
EZRA 94.1, 94.1, 94.1.
Na baby a me
EZRA 94.1 FM.
Na be sa e friend say lo ni mo. It is no Supreme Court obey a declaration. Now after that declaration, then it can go on to make consequential orders. As far as some issue in Parliament is concerned, Supreme Court any declaration via and following this declaration, obviously any consequential orders such as staying the execution of what is happening in Parliament. So my respectful opinion is that the Supreme Court has got it wrong, and it doesn't have the jurisdiction to dictate or order Parliament to comply with its orders set. They should suspend. Now, there is even one interesting thing.
EZRA 94.1.
You and they say, some enemy are almost a court, Supreme Court. They went there by an ex-party application. Young practice at the law court in sector will be the only application via a court as an ex-party application. You may grant application for a certain number of days to give that person now the opportunity to now file a motion on notice on the other party.
EZRA 94.1
So that party
FM.
will be the other court on the other candidate. But strangely, in this present circumstance, what the Supreme Court did was that even though it was an ex-party motion, it virtually gave them unlimited time, unlimited to the extent they said. Parliament enters until South particular case now, after Martin said the other courts has been declared. And that's why it's going to become once as participants. And we also think that it is a bit worrying because what the Supreme Court has said now is allowed to stand down. It will mean that henceforth people can go to court
and get
party,
okay,
and yet they will be given unlimited
of stay of execution. Now, where do we situate Seshurarai and Mandamus? Our son, Koma Yedimi.
Seshurarai, where the court has made a certain judgment and why a certain ruling. I have also a well anchored in law. In that case, you seek the supervisory powers of the Supreme Court to have that decision quashed. And here we say, Mandamus, where
EZRA 94.1.
94.1.
Not all parties are going to say.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
So Rebecca said then the Supreme Court has the power to order the maybe some way because of interference or amount because then Supreme Court may have the order and the right to order Supreme Parliament to say adia mayewe monsisano because you don't have man family council.
Thank you very much. Supreme Court, almost somebody man again, almost the same brand new check you. It's almost a month from that one time and one say because a young man council said Supreme Court about court parliament said Supreme Court ain't need that power. If you need me a court or parliament, and not a court decision and not a court ruling, a new Supreme Court liberty and say, how many people be part of it? And I say, oh, parliament say, no. But this answer say, the only time now, Supreme Court against parliament, a given one cent, I have time, I'm not a human being, now about my young. Nothing will be the other to the maybe will say, oh, fire, parliament, yes, I'm right. And now, I'm going to play parliament to be about them. And you have mom,
EZRA 94.1.
And no end
94.1 FM.
EZRA 94.1 FM.
My phone a baby, and no matter the fact is, I get to drink or doesn't mean just anything that anybody please before it, or more the right to make an order to no.
I see. Adiana, we're expecting Yami Aduma Ochna Ewam Rasibidum from where you sit as a constitutional lawyer.
Well, somebody asked me this question, and I say there are two actions available to the Speaker of Parliament. The Speaker of Parliament has said, okay, even though near Supreme Court Atano and Remuno, and near. You need to mean Asante, almost many years. You do this, and they say, you need to have a type, sir, so then the party will mean. Another speaker about say, the action of the Supreme Court, is easy in terms of Parliament. So they will not even respect it because they have been respectful to Parliament or they have overused their mandate as a Supreme Court. As far as Parliament is concerned, so they are going to ignore their orders and go ahead. Even to have the second one and make one, I expect a relatively chaotic situation our parliament.
A relative chaotic situation.
Yes, our parliament.
Because everybody would want to make the way out into the decision.
Very well. But at the end of the day, there is one person whose order we have to carry in parliament, and that is the Speaker of Parliament. If you basically see all the criticism, but it is what the Speaker of Parliament will say. Because even if on the floor of the House, the Speaker can ask the matter of the Parliament, to work you out. So there can be all manner of things happening in the Parliament.
Okay.
Let's take note of we see here on the 9th into the 9th of how do you call it? 6th January 2021 through to 7th January 2021. That was because at the time there was no speaker. It's in people who have just misbehaved or done whatever they did. But in the present instance, there will be a speaker, and that speaker's order must be complied with. I have heard people saying, for Parliament. Well, I don't know whether that is at the request of the speaker. But if it is not at the request of the speaker, no, we be able to adding.
EZRA 94.1
and now when the police officers are called Parliament, without the approval of the speaker, he has also done beyond the power of their money.
Okay. Senior, my main fancy and I am here the chance to send the body kudu. I am more than grateful for the time when you are mommy. Lawyer Paul Kumi, a constitutional lawyer, and I'm very much grateful for the time. But my main concern back control Ghana, the what I just say the Biana ne parliament kona hey Nyame Echirawa. Baby, now job you say Lucas Travel Consult will give you the very simplest way of traveling. Is there any do ye do call a year just singing visa ma womo akoye adwuma wa bruchire se sia fa number ni to dwama me senior Lucas bibi abakode fa number ni to dwana kwabra ne mfa na me de omo kodwodwo ma wojusem ni abre kra okure mu ai
Penny Aduanaba.
Yes sir. Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Me Omuti EZRA FM.
Of course.
EZRA
TV, yes, sir.
Yadamase Akunya Mudiama Lucas Travel Consult and I anope. Your numbers are 05 34 83 77 01.
Okay.
Your number no na asemde enam kwanso eba. Lucas Travel Consult ye jumakua ye pe ye boa manfo e de omutu kwan kwa ye juma wa mono ne na package ye ono edoso ye obi de ma edwadifo omo kwa mono ne ko fa ne ma de ba ye wo package nso e de ma students ene won a on pese omo kwa bruchi ekokọ ye juma na ye package no ya chem ahodo be miensa na dedi kan Schengen countries obi o ho a o pese okwa mono ne nsrahwe eno yetimi boa ma unsa eka o visa eno ye nye o hwe o be register wi a na se ye ya o process ni nyina wi na se unsa kan o visa ansa na ye no aka sikasem eno ho ana ye san wo work and pay no e chese ye bepe edwuma wa mono ne ama okwa no akoye edwuma na watua sika no amaye eno so eho afi ye wo direct work
so the department be ko wonyi sika odu abrochire ho a oye edwuma no watua sika
me say Aduanaba Kofi
Asante bobo number ni bi na dey
we Ghana travel and to bi
any tinamania it's not simple
otie EZRA TV and EZRA FM bia
onye
number
05 TV the numbers in the good screen ni no
05
radio 05 34 83 77
01 the here no say obe register o register via komo bia obia ye no obedi na fe sikasem bibia ode enha ho bra ye office ye wo Aduato taxi rank wa osane asewa kakra bia pharmacy bi ho ye fra no Asempa pharmacy oduru ho a ye ne wo ewo the same building oba make sure say obefa ye number afre ye amount direction 0534 837701 ya purposes ama amonfo bebre ama sebe sabre omonso akwakodu amonone ahye adwuma kura ase dadaada afi mamemra student omo a ompese yakwa bruchire ekosua ade
okay
omonso yewo akonya yewo packages ade ma omo so pese okọ Canada ekosua ade UK anase US Australia ane kura ekeka ho bra Lucas Travel Consult ebetimi aboa ama osaka o visa o steady visa na wakwa kosuane na steady visa no de de wum ne se sa visa no betimi asa de ye adwuma
okay
atua fees
I see momo de na mbo secure ne de nipa no betimi de steady visa na isa ye adwuma
okay akoye adwuma ba o time ni sha but ubetimi aye adwuma apiska e de atua fees na o pewi a pede afi yesa was student grant ni ye Africa fo a omo akodu amonone a sebe omo sikasem hwa no abrofo no adiska bia to ho se ukono uniska ombebo obosia ama otimi de atua school fees no wa ye adwuma atua scan kakrakra enti Lucas Travel Consult ye won hihye a ye wode ma obia opese
EZRA 94.1
94.1 opese otukwan kwa mo bia bra Lucas Travel Consult ye numbers ni bio e 05 34 83 77 01 Nana Aduanaba.
Yes sir.
Nyame adomo a am say Friday ye wo program.
Yes. Shia wo Ofurikrom udu anaga junction na Bobby Pona Koteka. Taxi rank be omo ye nkonwa no. Ehwa na ye ba bebo. And ba be ye registration. Ama one a wo pe American lottery. Anyone a wodu omo kwa bruchire free na akwa wa ye adwuma atua ye ka
enti obi a wutie ye ka ene wie ene anope sorry momra Ofurikrom
yes
ye be hia ho
on Friday na ya adoma
ye hia ho a wo de ohia ne se fa o passport ye mfa passport no nko ye be ye photocopy
yeah
na dia to fa so oba no be register wi a na ya share process na asiama se wantimi ama ananse opese oba ni manimi a bra office ye wo Abrepo Junction Aduato taxi rank ha wo sane ase o kakra bia eho ana ye wo enti Friday bra na yenhia
sure so yamfa number no entwedwa biem na mpacho sesia no the country baina say ni pattern no and manimu ya no mbetimi aba anya visa ni bi
yo countries no ye wo Japan.
Okay.
Also ejuma ba hopa.
Okay.
Aye pamafo. Edu mo for Japan.
94.1
Japan. Eye krobia. Sebi abie.
Asi Japan tiena officer JD.
FM.
With you no ISM. That's great.
Yeah nyo hwe. Bra, very register keke. Within 1 to 2 months die. Na nyame ayadom. Oso wetimi akọ. Afi US, Canada.
I see.
Australia.
Wonderful.
Eti ni pattern na ye pe omu. E promotion. Eti wo obedi kan baby a no. Ye register wa enu anu no.
Okay. For number ni tudwa.
E ba cho your numbers e 0534 83 77 01 enu ye kumasi number. Na enkran number e 0534 54 32 10
fa nkradien tudwa bi na
fa enkran number e 05 34 54 32 10
okay Lucas so nyame ad my Friday session for pick number no na sesia opportunity we intense travel and talk do na ba no be no maka nsa akwa but we dey Kofi Asante I can give you a testimony say join them and on process bibia ni a Whether you can even report to me. But they are very genuine and many munkofo akwa o ma ye de ama wo mo no matimi. Nipa 10 no mesro fresh ya. Dey me da kra say we ye news ka. But ye do ko wi a akoye adwuma. Now the contractor no be ko. Inim kwan a wo pa. 94.1 be monitor yet me agi sika. I'm grateful, Lucas. Thank you. Observe obet me and send a voice note e dey abrey and I don't pay e won koma ye di no 0531 455 101 0531 455 101. Now yedika catch us a member of parliament for Ejuso constituency ebeba ababidin komo and I no pay. But Sir Mike no wo mo a ye kwa asafo.
Yes.
Ayo oboda wonim say asafo gata na dey nim ho no. Wo mo eguso
Asafo market yeah project no guso a omo
eguso pa na nkofo bi ya ade.
Yeah.
Information center asafo.
Sami
ya ade. Hey.
Sami.
We jai na djuma no die.
Oh yes.
Nyame hira no.
From the very day step you asafo market. EDBC this Friday na nyumedi.
I'm just grateful.
Na Sami.
I'm just brother no here printing
yes.
My no.
And afi ye na Claytoni publications Clement.
Okay.
Claytoni publication. Claytoni.
Publication.
We nye R.
Claytoni
publication.
Claytoni publication.
Claytoni
publication. No. General printing.
Yes.
The printing works be no. What do call be the amount. Graphic design. Large format printing. Invitation cards. So yeah, word up invitation cards. Flyers. Funeral brochure.
For the number 2 German. Now, me can you for say driver be a wutie. Yeah, Cecia nyame adomo from next month. Wo anopa wo anamagbo filling station we say wo EZRA sticker ebo ka no kwaji fuel.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Enti Cecia stickers ni bi ebu ewadwuma mu ha. Stations ahodo nso ebe chiche wona we yanim heye.
Ebe chiche bia.
Ahodo da ban so koban. Driver bia station mo betumi a request say bia Santasi station for Kofi Breya sticker no be at 200 na ya two car ya driver e de abremo enti number obefre requesting for stickers no producer for wow number 2
okay
drivers ne be frɛ say ya wo ha taxi rank way ya wo toto station way ya wo ya pa bia KJT for drivers e pa Kofi ye hia stickers ni say wo de age from November how many weeks 2 weeks.
Yes.
Wo wani abo say taxi driver wo tractor driver private car EZRA sticker ebo car ho no.
Kwa hana kwaji fuel free.
Period.
Enu anu no.
Udu wa agent wo ho.
Yeah.
Na waje na wabu fuel no.
Fantastic.
Na ko baby.
Na
ko baby.
What chat to live e wa EZRA say Kofi ma wini you know. Number obefre wo de
fuel so ne bo ayedin. Eti
yeah, but carry money amount. 80 mesra wo de wo betimi afre say taxi rank we ye pay
stickers ni bi
EZRA stickers ni bi Kofi ye ni driver be 2 car no de aba
okay
o frɛ ne a na ye de abrebo o frɛ ne ana say mo betimi nso aba abeji
0244
but we number we only for stickers just stickers and kwa
and now say Asante ma pon na wa afro mo
0244 10 81 97 0244 10 81 97 now fe so obon be printing no
yes
o printing work bia no banner stickers posters ni nyina no yenko asafo moonlight or ne data security and a ben okwatonsu no utwera na about no anu a okwatonsu no a first second junction ho no anu obi say Claytoni publications na so ye no e wo ho from 0244 483646 0244 483646 and I say 0206 027 359 0206 027 35 now printing work bia no fakodano obeye e de amount reverend also mon frɛ wanka so mon flash Aye, nti drivers no some frɛ.
Wow,
O confirm me. Now o flash dey confirm me. 0244 108197. Ofra no what tell you 10 81 97.
Friend Aje Ezra against ticket. What mean so
MP
the above count
na afa cannot age haba clinic say men can show say ya dey be tete wono wo ba wo mo ba mu aduru ntem so mo na dey back fight with sanaba me so etimi a boost immune system ne kama eyi fi bi afro we dey pep measure so horma osa ene ya dey akanyina ebetima bo kuma se ya wo kolina Christia ba we oboase ene ba bia number 0542 397057 ani nkomo
ma ya na ya homra sisi ya ba ye ne adwoso member of parliament ebedi nkomo ananope just a minute for ya ba sisi ya MCR ya da ye ho aba.
Hello, me dey grow fine. Wanu mu ato, wuntumi nidi, wunnim ni enti.
about 14 minutes past 9. I EZRA TV, EZRA Radio, meeting at the Reverend Kofi Asante and Repay. Biwabiniya lawyer Kabra Boateng, member of parliament at the major, so seated in the studio. Senior, Bibi Abokoria.
Reverend, Bibi Aboko na mamencha wano pay.
Yes, sir.
Na memo abasopa.
That's it.
Me bano na biti na omanfonso. Iti kurumu kakra.
Na edidemu
akyerɛ sɛ ɔmanfoɔ no sɛ yɛ womuni ma de pa wɔ mu pɛ baabi a ɛbɛma amankyekyekyerɛ no wɔ mu nso ɛbɛka ho bie ɛbɛbie nsɛm no mu akyerɛ ɔmo koro gyee sɛdeɛ ɛsiti amfrafa wa biaa ɛnimu nti yɛn nso yɛba sɛ yi a na yehu mu sɛ moyɛ very important partners in this whole amankyekyekyere a yɛyɛ no a yɛyi firi mu baabia ɛba ne abɔ maba so yɛakyea mo nso na yɛakyea tiefoɔ nyinaa nso na afei yɛakyea adwuma mpanimfoɔ nyinaa nso da yɛso a wɔ mu nyaayɛ sɛ wɔ mo nso bɛboa yɛn democracy yi a ɛnyini bebree so yɛkura mu nkakra yɛde ɛkɔ yɛ nimu yɛda wɔ mu ase ne abɔ mu aba so makyea adwosofoɔ nso me kurom dwosofoɔ oh yes the good people of weekend na me wobonwere a yɛdi
the
kente festival na ɛnya agorɔ koraa asante adeɛ fɛ Ghana yadeɛ fɛ bibire adeɛ ɛfɛ ɛni kente nti
EZRA 94.1
yakwanya de tie kente na bakosem
I see
na afei yenya introspection so yɛhwɛ ni mu ahwɛ abɛfo de a yɛbitimi de awura mu mpo ɛwɔ ne ton mu na as a member of parliament for ejuso no me dae so a me wo ma kente na so pa na sɛdeɛ ahyeta wiase ama nyinaa nenne uko UN kra ye boy coat boy tie wi ane kente asen ye ko mu no wo se ye pa abɛfo kwan a ye de beton enti me hwɛ sɛ online platforms kra na megina mu ne akreti ne de agugu so se de be ya wiase ba bi obi wo no wotimi tokente wo bonwiri abɛfo kwan so na ne nsaka ewo bebi a owo the weekend was good.
That's great. Production Bebuame with the video. What can let me ambush you with the Bonuri story. Mekaisa on the 15th of October 2020, the Vice President of the Republic, Onwankasa Koye Salt Cutter, for the construction of Bonuri Kente factory, I could say.
In fact, that was the Kente Museum.
Kente Museum.
Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, yes. See.
Kente Museum.
Yes. See. Ebiano. Ama mekaya about a year ago. Na second lady.
Yeah.
EZRA 94.1.
It's a new year. We da edi juma.
Is it functional?
Oh yes.
The museum.
Yes. Diaspora for no. In fact, weekend the crown no more hopa. Yes. Na assessa the Kente economy no ewo. Bonwire no. In fact, the diaspora purchase omunya ye more pa. Na ye weni so ade hunu so a ye pese ye de ka ho weekend na bonwire hene na bobi ansa. Na o kire ono so tiri mu pa opese aban eboa no ayi nyina yaso mu yi ahoma no ayede ye no nyina ye kotofira buruchiri eno aso ka ho ne ma yesu yen forex EU enti yes tika ye pe yi ditri bi na yes asset ya factory wa ha na sa ahoma no nyina yetumi ayi bia obehwe kra na ye kra ye export to nearby ko kente ye ni Togo mo ni Cote d'Ivoire no nyina around ha nyina ye nyina na yifra ti export to bi ko ha na chese ye so ye forex no etumi agina yi na nkomo ba ko na bo bi ansan di ye me de pa ne se nkopesi ye bibi ti se a TVET institution e be ye a college of textiles and kente weaving.
I think that would be great.
Yes. Now the money ye me den say MPP aban ye ba ye ye niama adwuma sua ye fe anka ne abusua ne da ho no obi wo mu no wo se wo kusua nsa no dwuma a che so on de on na ni tie wuo e na school no wa nkro na abusua ne ye ye ni efre no so ye nya kotu ni tiri nsa se ekimanu ano no ye ye ni ya adwene nyina si wo mu ade bi o mu fine x fine y no why ni exin so if request meeting pen so ne ahwehwe wo mu a
na Ghana that's
emfa ye nkosi baby a na me ka se me ka biribi am kopie abruchima mu na me tri nwafu sad ma de ba be yi efisam ko ya mbusa ne bo no na wo dan kura abruchi so bi ma me pinti na tade e so no ho aba be ye adwuma wo mu na wo sika wo mu e tax wo mu me brother ba ko ye hospital New York adwuma wo ye no New York abonten so aban atua ne ka no enuru so wakwa aba na waje nkrofo ne ma no wo pam me brother friend kojo fosu no otofuru krum ya no pam ade nyame bo a no odi tu kwan ade pam no obepam na nwumere no ma ne sika chen hospital adwuma oh yeah nti yakeka we nyina si ani a ebi ehunu bebi a kwasi broni no okura ye di na chibi odi na ni a kire sanu juma nti meti aba kente weaving a college for kente weaving and you know around it be a TVET you know na chere say atomi die mu anu no ebi se me die sanu juma die mebu no papa x ne y no ya bre ya me sanu
I agree with you here. Very important, but just so very interesting constituency. Asante Regiment Makasano, the second or the third. Yes. If you are and Kwaomanum Friwa. Yes. Emma vote pam. Me John, the late Sawanya baby call. He's been a brother, and will always and forever be my brother. Yeah. Until I always mention his name with passion and emotions. Na project baby echoes way just. Now, Richie, I had cause of several complaints. Then
in fact, Mira, we uni boy ya, Bamu will be fan koye. Na our plans be ma just wakwe. Yeah. Na a delay kakra the money delay and say na we see asphaltic plant here. Okay. Na ne nisu ade hunu ne senke no ne de be ya kwan ni nyina oye duru baabi a nka wo ya be wia na odi wuye nti baabi otimi kɔ ho adade ntem ne I think Buankra town routes no EZRA 94 dia ka no na ye nisu ade hunu pa no a nka oba be hyiase gidi no na ba mu went me but ebi so ho no mu a ne de amama contracts dada ne ya me no kasa idie Ira Kofi Job gusua in fact ugina ejoso mine do ani kira bankura ye guso okay me no kasa ebonwure efri bonwure junction ho ewura bonwure kronum ne town rules nyina ye guso in fact he's almost done with bonwure in the town
but
rules
several of them I think just last week
yes
areas on boy was it
Chianse equino that is a free kokobra ko Chianse echem
yes
akwa mo
that area only
sa area ho no
the road has been abandoned
Kofi Job aye in fact we got us ni nyina baby kura ho am so afele sites no na akase de was ye de gusuo no ye de beba be gusuo and then there's one bridge in so MC close half half and I cut the other half no was say information amenya no and say this week will be we bun radio no
so this is the road computer ways off but to the road you show the road
and to sha on see I got test ni na
ya made yes
and ya feel kura me ni gata na no nafa we need the akadie e was ye digusuo
okay
na chese ye koye nim he makes us understand say obi we bonwure this week
okay
we move it to in fact we a chance die na onwe oda ho onwe kwaso enso kwan no wo free to so sector kwa no so bridge bi wo ehwa ya half na aka half ugusu oye nti nigisem wo mu ne se igusu ayeye enya abandoned projects cry projects I shall say even before the by elections
okay
igusu ayeye na ja kan yin se yenkotie drumra eni aha ya enyina enso yinim se de abansi kasem yana esitie ye committed and so ye ne kakrakra omanfo no enya abotre ye beye na de yana me pese Josepho ehunu ne say at least MPP actually good faith.
Oh, just so.
Yes.
You think so?
Yeah, just so can one of the consequences I have benefited from acquiring pa.
But now, yeah, John, yeah. You were struggling to justify and show some of the things
No, that can never be the case.
We're sure.
That can never be the case.
You are jittering a lot.
No. Sa antokwa no koye busu antokwa. Onse busu antokwa de akoye niwa ama entokwa. No ya na ne kuno edine. Aha. If we say obi krat wo no hu nyina mo say mo ye MPP for na mo ye. But I can tell you say akwan a aban ensa wo hu sisi a ebi wo kura ye wie no it's about 42.
Ewo
joso nko
my na asfa
ya ye bi nso wo ha ye gusu ayeye
so de mo ye de mu nyanwi
na make ka se ye shi good fit na ka me ba be kiro no say 2008 e free aban mu no bebi amampani kofo aban duru ye de ma joso ne portable ne kwa na kai for 8 years. Yes, for 8 years. Bibia amajoso
so led by Amoponko.
Bibia kwan bi amajoso bio.
You mean that?
Kwan ya amajoso bio.
Are you saying that for a fact?
2016 to about December ba 2017. I'm telling you.
Are you saying that under NDC time
just wa kwan
a single rule?
Just wa kwan when me wofa kwabno usu edumi ebe ye deputy minister for roads.
Okay.
Ti me kiro say aban ni joso edi ni pa ye ma ye deputy road minister. When he says ye joso akwan ya krapa ene yi nyina ye aso ase kwan ya kotum apromase ehwo ne ye joso say asese yi hu akwan pa. Within this NPP era. Ye hunu hwe ena nya akwan ko. Development bi ani wa ekoso.
When you can say that.
Development papa bi any what on say in substance
you would have called right now because say development bi any why course
development bi ankoso
under the 8 years of
development bi ankoso
that would not be factually
and say ye one district one factory e wojo so nko a ye adwuma. If I tell you say bibi ankoso e wojo so within that time readily I can sit here and mention Prefus. I can mention the Gary factory
was there under NDC.
No, there are so many companies they were there. Yes. But the whole the import of project no. Casa Preco was there.
No,
but when we came in
Prefus NDC time, the then local government minister Collins Dowda, if I'm right, or by crab will be a Prefus and not the woman light.
Young could see the story of Prefus. When
Prefus was there.
I'm telling you, say you buy, and you're just companies are near a dada coming. I buy a disika a room.
Okay, so apart from
I ne omujina woman. So yeah, Gary factory. We call a kwaswa a mo yasha ye. Donaso. Yeah, almost process. Yes. In fact, me and Mikrom Donaso, you were a more processing a you. Yes.
Really?
Yes, Donaso. There's a facility there. Yes. And Kofi Edipa. Yes. Look at rice and Kofi Edipa.
No, look, I mean, some Kofi, but the processing.
Yes. There's a facility. Yes, there's a facility. Omucha mono a wombeye hu adwuma.
No, under one district, one factory, and
yes.
will be a company.
One FSM na okay.
Really?
Yes.
I see.
And a host of others. It's say you can say just so dear, and of course, on say just for no more rational. Ye take a decision. Yeah, the me say any. Na yare. Nti jusu nim se ne dia ne NPP enye se bibia kwa nim se NPP wa ba mu ana ye nso yensa ka de ye hia nti
because we had a struggle and I'm struggle. I'm continuing to use the word struggle because I was at a just Ebra John Free na by election and I do kra na mo ye kwan no Yes, I will tell you. Call ultra forestry when we need to grabbing stretch one. Maybe a Goy filling station. No, be a on your left.
A check room.
Yes. Now, Ofawa could see baby NDC
regional chairman, not
chairman.
And a quite papa when I'm Sudiko ready fee.
That's an election time.
The view, South project, yes, I see a cratchet. Yes, I see a check. And then foot through near check room. Obianam quite papa soon did you rat. Yes, we check room. And Nama make us say, you show good faith. Until the young you know, man for nim say yenny a bay. So man for ne say encontem to mo de ehun abufu to atia NPP NDC buying omunye just wakwan da.
Why has it taken so long from station Hokuku TC Chenkrum kwano?
Kakra bi na atia kemu no. In fact, ye the drip machine na ye this week ya. Drip no ye.
Gas filling
station. Yes, this week ya. I see am no ka say ye tintim so da so kama.
Baby am no.
Driver
I didn't know when to
in fact, any contractor na edi nko. En chekre no so be ye asphalt said ye. Akanwa.
Sure.
It has to do with technical and none of the resources because we are from a chain room could have been
they need to do a lot of excavating work.
Yes. Yes. In fact, the last time when me too one almost say the free baby treatment.
Okay.
Technical. I don't know much about what they mean by that, but they need to treat a honor. Yes, and
yes, I will say
yes. 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 Nanka hoka krande o keda sutum yo, but because of technicalities in it.
The recent issue I hear battle were just here the ohene bi or and then a man for a would you or bunch in or Japani. Has that come to your notice?
No.
Oh, I just saw one of the sub chiefs in Libya. What is the name of Odahun? I just saw Odahun. Every community no bunch no money men in a good.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Mente hon hwe.
Oh, are you sure?
Mente hon hwe. Me yisa o ka kire.
The only stranger in Jerusalem.
Mente hon hwe. Bia family to me.
A whole lot of they are also.
Any what can you many be die. Mente hon hwe. Fa asem bia meda menim.
Really?
Say ye dwu obi e japade egu. E meda menim. And I will say obi e japade e wo ho ne ye dwu egura Ghana hamra wa ha. And no crowd has nothing to do with political.
Sure.
Say be blooming continue them say me empty makoti aginem Ghana mra wo you know about Roma and they just court e wo ho no so nim say yes secure court do nyina fe muno yes district court muno e wo bonyure
omagya dwa na mudi no court no
oh yeah omagya on say yaje ho kra yaje court no to wunyam kura ngura no akodi dwa.
So now let's come to it just so as a constituency. 47 days to election. What are the major developmental projects in the PP with my one says so say this is what we have done for Ejuso for. NT Ejuso, you owe us a duty, Sembo to Abama. And as a gratitude, Sembo Mobe show the actually.
Projects need the Yakasi Yakan no pay, sorry.
Very sure.
But mebubo kakra bi so me no kasa ebonwure fo atedene weekend ye kopie mu obonwure kruno ani adane
okay
kama ye di twamu atra bonwure akwa soroma so ekire wa kopie kwa bre
ekwan no
yes ene abankru ye gufri ejosoman sa de kwa abankru de ko teachers say bi na she kire ho no sa ekwa ye gu a kire se wonam so a efekwa Bwankra ne town routes o branch from the main road ye gu a de ewura kru no egu the town routes nyina
I see
abade entem so nkwan no bi a cement ayi bi esi no a branch on say from branch no so egu adade entem eni kru no nyina ye
94.1 FM
ene ebinum a yensa wo ho sisi ayi as for krapa no me yin de no kra de ye gugu ene ne town rules nyina nti ho no kra de ya na me nko ho bebre me no ka say ya wu konkran ya na wo hwe Buankra Inland Port no. So on see ye adwuma pa.
Me ba ha be bisa. Na no ye sada ko twa. Ko twa Buankra Inland Port. Residents wo so omo compensation cry they have not been paid.
Residents?
Yes. I just MCR Bema made the video of it. Then somebody will ask, is it the inland port we are waiting for? And I am here for any kind. Because the importance of it and its relevance, it's something brought into question.
Well, I think say benefit are you being and you're far-fetched. Yeah, dear.
Because a warehouse be easy, yeah, baby, any just in Lamport, you will have the video at your end. This delays a few minutes. And this is the current state of the inland porter. I call her any you can watch it straightforward. Any inland port no. The cameras. Where here last Wednesday, any call her. Senior, inland port, and when.
Maybe I'm ready in a media. No, because okay, so this development, and are you saying you don't see
development?
Yes,
but the point is that the expectation of the ordinary Ghanaian, say inland port, actually, way, I think say baby, omo two, amana kesiye biya, omo ye hojuma. This is the whole yard of the inland porter.
This is not the whole yard.
Okay.
Actually, yes. Oma ye
walk kesiye bi.
Yes.
Omo ene way, chire ono.
Yes.
And you don't get it there, but I dine in there.
Yeah, I wish I can move room.
Okay.
We move no. I'm saying entrance one mujina na mpija camera. Move room one can bu juma omo ye I think Joshua. Juma omo ye no inside on Nyagoro. Just more. Yes.
My worry is that we are dealing in 2020. This year.
Oh, Debbie.
And the sustainability of Ghana's project, Abaye Friso Abaye for forever. Continuation of this.
Anything was a Ghana for to Abama by now.
What is the guarantee?
No, you are the guarantee that we are working.
Abaye Friso, you will crow women are buying on my Benedict for Friso. Abaye project a yen will get 18 years, Yantuaso. Now, Yatuaso, Kuma, so for like,
don't say your projects be
several projects.
I don't see na MPP breaking the 8 in 1 year cano, 9 year cosmetical. If a year, who ye say, oh, share as a Mampon.
Yeah.
Affordable house. Yeah, you buy any Sabe. Kuma hospital. Yeah, Korea just go. Sika ye de beye nyina facility ne o manye e ko ba na dan ni bia hu na wo say na ye fufura ya babe nti Josepho nim say sa inland port we e yade a e ba bibie the frontiers of your economy even your local one Josepho nti Josepho be da akase ye to abetia NPP na NDC ba wo no project we oba behwe ni mu e ho be safu wo hu no nti continuity na ye ka no
confirming to me says one way na ba fufuro bia bad. We're going to have this project affected.
Yes.
What's the guarantee that Dr. Baumiyamba on one?
Hey, no, there's one who need him. On the one need him. Yeah, Yakuinasi, no, Ekro. A home ye, the Bay or no crowd, the so no, the fourth industrial revolution now, yet can he understands it better than any candidate to be a or my wimo. And see, that is the idea. That is the baby of the NPP. I perceive a development.
But you know someone more I do so for. Because if this project has started in 2018, 17 there on, it can be a bit more akofa.
Oh, about
the railway linking this project, Kasi Nana do bicha ahomemu in September.
EZRA 94.1
to a Jekojo Western region said the Bayer utilizing the railway. This is going to be a normal depot or more or less like a conveyor belt point to be a based on the cargo cars now be near me and the
there be Dayeson no na asiase. Those are my projects there. Untumi nyina MPP nye projects e ka say ye disi ye ni so. See person ye nyina na yetimi aye wi. In fact, we nipa no ambitions enso nchen wa nkasa wu mu a. Then there's a problem. It's MPP ye so da na ye so na kese. Said ye be ya ye be pimu akoye nim na ebrende be so no ni nim say bibia ye dri die yetumi aye bi. Say ye project we a maybe for a start said ye wo kano cargos no be yi niema no aba bigu. It won't be that bad. It will not be that bad.
What will be the difference
from the middle belt? No, on say ye kwan kura ye ne said ye ya ne cars akesi and nam so de be a problem. A problem. And said ye Ghana ye nso na ye service aman bi a wo mu ewo wetifi do ya pempem do eni ade. Yes, ono no be person be ba be fa ne niema no wo boankra no de afa ha ya akọ dan said de bia wotwa kwan de akonkran be ma yikrum hanso mu ye adwuma no middle belt ne the northern sector no so ho beto ye ne enkran akontwa de bia hwihwihwi ne even the risk ye involved nti si ya twebegu okra ne nkofo be fa free ha ne enim say the next phase ne say rewin ye ya ne no so ya hyase na ye yeko nti Dayeson no de eso ne mom
EZRA 94.1
no ye chen wo bia wo no daye no kra wontimi nsompu no wa hyase. And that's the difference between the MPP and the NDC.
I see. I tell you, be a fan. I do a feeling to her. Hi, EZRA 94.1 FM. The Reverend Kofi Asante, of course, live on EZRA TV. Over to me the voice note message at the Aba, the member of Parliament at the Major studio, and we have an interaction ahead of the election on the Juso, taking over from the late Minia John Ampotwekuma. How is the Juso faring and under his watch as a member of Parliament? 0531 455 105. Your voice note line between the question Ediaba. Anything you want to ask him, no bit me Ediaba the right time now. Yeah, 0531 455 105. Your voice note at the beba. So you think say this project will be a legacy? Yes. For the MPP.
Absolutely.
Even when we empower, which of course the next 47 days won't mean in.
Yes. But MPP are buying better.
How would you feel in an unlikely event? In an unlikely event.
A very unlikely
event.
Yes.
Let me borrow your words. Say your government do not continue. Would the chances of continuing your seat as member of Parliament about 90% secured, which in 2025, just so your MPship is secured for about 90%. We cannot say that for your party because BBATBC in this election. How would you feel?
I will be sad. In fact, Adia Inyanemi Anopa. Emma me sorry jina ho krim na me teme ho hwe monten so se me ma mfo ate ase the need se ma MPP esatena kunwa mu no project we and other projects I mean se koba se nyankopon pemu ne nko achiri se MPP entumi ama ben mu a bebi a eduru no ehwa na beka na ne hwe so nso ho bibire amabubo bi so bwankra ye hyase afi ye ba ne hwa ye kwaye o dan bi administration block bi a ye sisi ho na awowo ne akyeremene nyanya nkyere no no oma afa wahunu eni ye ba ya ye gusu a ye adwuma enu no ne ayem hyehye a me di ye adwuma de kai me manfo se ye nim nkofo yi se de wo mu agro esitie adwoso ye na wo mu akoma so wo mu sese a adwoso enuru ye so ye nim ye de ni MPP wo ho a na adwoso fa ne ntoma pa edifra ewo bibia mu akwan enyuma sem suku sem ene de keka ho nyina enti ya na masere wo mu se de ya minua bi kan o radio so mo hwe akomu mu timpo yenim se baby akwan no aye problem a omo kasa wo ho baby ti se akukọ amon for a very long time. In fact, akukọ amon akwan ye nye da wahunu yenye da
94.1
MPP amanyuku ena eda yakoma so a ya shase se akwamo ye beye kwan aye asphalt ewo ho besiase jamase kwan yenye da
EZRA 94.1
MPP
FM.
apenso mira jonkuma ena ye jamase besiase jamase kwan ya ye gates ni nyina wie no so akase ye begusu a ye gusu a ye ne in fact na nkanya se miwura no afiri mu ankasa akwan no nka ye guso but ye di hu nkoma ma ban re award sa contract no amani pa foforo na waba be ye ame ho atoye sa kwan kakra ya kan ne kwaso onwede no ne achease akoko amon echem de no ache kakra na so omanfo ni nim se de aka no ye de ba beguso no tuntum no eno na aka ohunu nti omunya ye ho abotere ne ye beye ya ne ye sase ye ya nso ne ye di bewie ti omunya ye ho abotere ye beye amomo
o major campaign message edema ejeso for ye day.
In fact ebra mi kopra konwa no na de simani so pa no na eye emabunu
94.1
because me hu say ejuso ye population no emabunu no do so pa na de ne simani so pa kese enso eye se ejuso se ne kakra ka da hoyi na yaji edin Ghana mamre ene even the political landscape no mu no wonim se ye ni a public tertiary institution bi awo ejuso bibi say a training college ye ni bi ye ni nursing
94.1
ni bakan view school na o se nursing no be ya ye ma no so a na ye de ne ko bi kuru so ati se ko no wo kwa kusu bi eti bi hwedi nam se de bi Asante akuru we de emfata mani so ade hunu kese pa ne se kopem bra josofo be so ye me de na ye nya a training college ana se a nursing training ana ni mienu nyina nya ye pe na ye nya bi wo ho na me bonto ano ena wo manfo de be ka ho pa e ma no ye miensa e ya kwan yes a play out strongly because
so the major problem developmental project problem
and for boss and it is because for a very long time be one man people aban ye sha ye free akonwa so no NDC anko ho biu kopim say yes yes
no but you said something and I think that NDC
94.1
in 2018 2080 after NDC take over they didn't do any road ever just
akwani bibre no deputy minister Ewura uso adimi ene be sha no kre na nye akwan mu nko bibia mu
I see
NPP ni aba mu a edwoso adi abene eno dey I'm telling you on authority what free what am from my say
94.1
that's how much is given much is expected you have the highest votes it's your responsibility to feed them
yes eno ne gusu a ye no na mum nka manchechere de nka isusu se on se MPP baby bibiri ya di developments akọ no 94.1 company nya vote e di free but ye hwe amanchechere ni developments usually an MPP ye hwe you
EZRA 94.1
so we say ka ye pe railway e di ababu ankra he ya ye bi ko mpakada
yes
ya ye bi ekọ baby bi a obeka se ho no enye ye strong ye
94.1
eba na mum ye ya na enhwe no ye hwese Ghana tukurum ba bia no ahoto ebeba na nkofo betimi atena asetena pa saa so na ya na ye hwe senka ka MPP ni abamu a enka joso nso ebia ya nka NDC fo nso betwa omani e de ahwe joso kakra but omu fi
I see
omu fi nti Joseph dim sa akwan na ya hyehye no eye MPP no an ebeye nti se bronya bosomi no duru kura na yenya nwie enye nwie ya wo mun kan to aba no mfa ma MPP fi se yen ene ye beto aso a yebeye se MPP ansa mabie mu a ekwan no aka eno de me wo fa no ne me papa no ne ma me no mo Joseph de no
okay wasugusu a ene oshma mo hwe TV. This is EZRA TV, EZRA Radio. You need the member of parliament, Edeme Juso, lawyer Kobna Boati na Edin Komo. For voice note Bremen, more the NDC not all rules are done. Open this message and No, that top one. No, yeah. Was it then? Okay, I did this audio from a Joso. Okay, not Oro. Kokwata be mame ubebo from top.
EZRA,
But into who team now were Joshua 0531455105. Question be a person be lawyer.
94.1 FM.
The issue of no development under the end because when him say I'm up on call, schools be power Joshua. Basic schools. He built a lot of them. I remember I'm up on call then time. And other project the NDC
94.1
party chairman now. What is the name? Nana Questionum. I think they can have some few of them mentioned. But wait me I send the voice note. What is exactly the question and our worth for the member of parliament at the major? So 0531455105. Yemfa 1-2 commercial yaba na yenyamre na fi ya take up some of the voice note odiaba na yabo e the amount. Now if you my major campaign message was say tertiary education then you mentioned roads.
Yes.
Is that all?
And that emabunu no ejuma. Yes.
Okay.
Because in population say osha and of course legitimately so because we person obua a constituency I just say we share more population structure no say the city and no be inform me na emabunu no do so pa and na say just ye can greater Kumasi a just abeka ho nti abeye almost a cosmopolitan year when a bie nkofo a just ye ti Kumasi a ne sa so ho nti ama adwuma sem e critical wo population na mabunu do so ade wo se wo hwe ye adwuma because mabunu no nya adwuma ya mo wo so me no so no nya kakra efie gya adum ti eno ne ade a na esimani so pa na mehwe no so na mehwe no wakwani asam yinu de di kan pa titiru eye adwuso mabunu bibiri a wo monsa no bo there's this young man in Asaman adwuso Asaman me ko ho ti me ne di nkomo anu hwe me na ase ade eche ye no de mpaboa abreme
wow
na me de me na atum mu no na chese pepepe
I see
pepepe
he just did it.
Yes. So wow. Talents we nyina wo joso. The abrantie hia ni mfidie de di twi let the year wo mo de ya betimi apempam ade no kama. Ese mpaboa me kwa campaign na me hye.
Ese ne bonye den to ma.
Cause emami esimani so dendenden. Esimani so dendenden. Se mba ye won se me no hye ase ya na me ka. Nsa no dwuma asem. Abrantie ba ku wasie ni mpon. Efe ne Same.
94.1
Same e de leather. Eye bag ya wi abika se kwesi doni na.
94.1
apempam e de aba. Leather no otimi de ye bibia. No ye anu wa twa kente bi de a hye baabi. Na kire se eno so na abrofo iba omo EP bi ato dendenden. Because those Pan-African products. Na abranti wi wa mpem we bi amfa amoa no entintim no said ye be yo no so betimi afam mabunu be 20 no wa kire wo mo niema etumi de leather eye eton nya bi kura ton di kwa bruchiri ema yenye sika ma abrabo ne asetena eyiyia na edie na why
obi send me message Kofi tell the MP in my MP in your studio that he is not being sincere and giving you right answers on the roads. Tikrom Echem Road is in a very terrible and deplorable state.
I think I have mentioned it. Echem akukwa amon kra de makasi yenye kwan ho da since independence.
Over what road need the abreme na me hu
yes, me buy maka
and he is from the in fact he's also a producer, a colleague journalist in one of the producer for one station Bernard Odiska Koko Kusiapia at Inshra.
So
he just sent that.
So when say o yade wo ho na wo pa no adura say be o nchechire so function to mem.
EZRA 94.1.
So I didn't come to sit here to see say ya just wa kwan nyina me ba ye no say fa wetie me nkomo no a akoko amon kra de che say ho no ye ba bi a mani abrisesi a me mampanifo aso enna wo region yi mi twa ho kwan ya ne say mi twa ho kwan ya makwa hwe plan e wo ho mo de a kire mo nkrata mu eni ade but ye ka ekosi say yenkotie durumra eni ahahai aban eye projects bibiri aban to me nyina te go.
Okay, senior, 1 minute. I need to run and get commercial break.
Very well.
MCR mama yenaya homra
94.1.
Oh, and then the class no.
Zamfo Yakoya Samba, aha, EZRA 94.1 FM, and of course, you are watching us on EZRA TV. The Reverend Kofi Asante Ennin, and I pay our lawyer Kwabena Boateng, the member of Parliament, our high yielding come, interrogating everything about just development, the campaign message, and matters arising. Atabodi, my voice note kakra. So, the major challenges are the three ones you stated. The general concern and it's MPP, MP Samoa Asante region. Beyond that, just so. What you buy in chair there. But as a moon share down more Asante region as a region. Because this is a region a lot has been given to
EZRA 94.1.
Do you feel say MPP who come Rashibijomi? MP Samoa Rashibijomi from Asante region. Why am I from there for this region?
Yo, said you see you know, said me cool remunche.
Yes.
Impo na mi cool remuno. Na bitiechiri. Na me ye party adwuma no. Me hu say Asante region MPC ye adwuma.
I see.
94.1.
Omo ye adwuma pa. Na kuma se de no. Yes, yes, can 1 and I'll be who say, hey, when you know, ya no, na, ya diane say, yenton ye.
Okay.
MPP ya particularly Asante region, and no. Me had a busa ye man penny forecast say, saya di any free titi, if you busi a mopenso.
I see.
Ye kuranwa. Ebe wo kumasia, omunims ye see investi wo, akumadan. Local government investi. And these are even party for omo a deep party near Mechi. No nimua. Na ordinary person na. Or no head any amanuiches and obey them.
Okay. My memfa a message we are about. I just road. I just to Abena Krum Road. No, is it Abena Aben? Okay, Abena Crew. Is that Aben Crew, right? It's done. And I think they have started a Josu to Bonuri 2. It's done. But roads behind the MPP office linking up to Sewa Kura is not done.
Yes.
Okay, he mentioned Aben Crew. That is for your message. My entire voice note kakra. Pacho also who are question there for the MP. Wait me the voice note about 0531 455 105. My mean to you.
EZRA 94.1.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Kofi. Mediana Martin Jan, Mikasa Free Jusu Domia Bra. My mention na me mom MP abaso wo adwuma pa adwuma soronko a obody boa adwuso man ne Asante man nyinada kakra me kan me busa me MP ni say street light just recently street light wonom egu so share street light and street bulbs nya sam keto akura tin say electric areas no nyina dodo no mu ano over 200 to 300 street light and wonom eche na adwuma de ne koso kama but some of the assembly members in so hon ma mo hweso enye the needful nti mesre mempi se omane ni akire yie one ne mpanyimfo omane ni akire yie pa sanse street light on bobo no ya de panimo na assembly members ni bi no tu ba bia de hoso wo ye no nye ni na no wo ye ne pepepe nti omnye follow up emfama ye pa mdawase
so for watching na boma just around moya na sama ona bone to wa kano no na ba begu shmeka fo adwuma MPP for no Omona babe shmeka for edwuma na babe gu adwuma no ene shmeka for 1000 be 800 omone na mo mutifi omunya adwuma ni obaje no be pese to aba omuntu 100 dede aba wo mo mambo my phone
94.1
buja for me mama chiu e mama ne dwuma pa mo ye your friend is Samuel Doji popularly known as Oman Kasafri Kenya si Abrem ma sem bi sanese amanyofo me pese me bi samo se ye to abama mo se mo mbla mbedi yeso a akwan ye be ya akwan na mo nya kwan no kosi se ye be to aba kiki yo no mo agegu se bia yo abamu or opposition anu ano no onye anaso winiklo onye ana mɛyɛ kwan no mo pɛ sɛ nipa wu nam kwabɔ no so no wu wi a na sɛ obedi akonwa no a hwan ɛso no ba bedie bi ha no.
Good morning.
Chobia Mamitia Asafaji. I crave can say, I'm say MPP for who say I'm here on Bonifo. Kuli I'm Pagana ye. Then Jamaica, but we are also about be levy. Tassa Frisu be say Frisu. Na Yankopo Chadia, Yankopo Dia will be Yama NDC say coming Zima 7, Joama Besaba. Yankopo started down who did. Ena NDC force parliament ekodoso na esi ebe ma eyi level fimwa gabawia se sin kanya wode esi abawia ko gina bebi se NDC for air force se ambe majority leader ne se na so so anya de beba so se ka se anya wode ade a wo so be yefrisu NDC ye ka se eba be yefrisu nche ye majority so esi a be yefrisu a bawia ono MPP for se momonte oho na Ghana for mu se MPP for no bawia mu yin popone for
Kofi Asante, good morning. Make us Afri Ahumaso High Kent Commando Nekase. Share anope metia yewura John Dramani Maha baby or be our Yamenkan or income president. As said, you will be my nama Yama Sumtui and the Kroyaba. Oh, Kofi, my maker just say, yes, voice note now, morning in Nancy. And I'll tell you, boy, baby or no Akatino. And there's one pair. Sebia obebo boys no drama Asante na enjoy send why na ma MPP ni no ti lawyer no de oti ho no Sebia we MP e wo jisu no ka say mistake bi na aba na 2024 the year maintain no mo aban ni biom and there so no so be wi ni de obekọ maso abegye mu obekọ akọti na ho de na wonya president bia e ma ne nya ni president MPP de enya dia Ghana for ye betwa ba mo be
Aduanaba Kofi Asante ni memoachi maudumadi papa within EZRA 94.1 Yankopon kan mediane NDC ba agabus poano abontima na jeba asase so ehye be kwa constituency Aduanaba on de ekoso o maimu so NPP fu ani abre court nyina Aduanaba me free say me ba wi ase ni me hunu aban wote so a se court so ye aka di bibi ade etia ne da because president appointed woman we ekonyina abon se beba say speaker any who to me eso ye mrew na NPP for mu twa sabone ato ho sabone ebedru ba bi no NDC for di bi be ye wo mo ama mo na be sa be kokotu mra ne say o man be mu pa na eti emre na di e mra speaker nyankopon
Reverend Kofi Asante, good morning. It was never Mamma Yamagana, Mana Asante Manina. If you answer the Ghana, MPP, Asana Mochato, on Daddy Biadimudia, Mo Yella La Sulala, Nambi Busankrofi, Supreme Court judgment now.
MP, hold on with the messages. The several concern, one was, street lights, bulbs are all bar as the assembly members. The last time I checked, na Kumase assembly the bulbs in the Yajidima MPs. So Mona
EZRA 94.1.
We ask questions, possibly for reason best known. I just saw street lights in some to say.
Well, me no work say. Just so lighting some dear the pia me what problem kesiye pa ye main road no
okay
for a while now edum enti me di ekira na say we drive na dru kru mu main e no nyina bon say e sum kakra street lights na nya na enya adwuma nyina no ya ma so yeah, young crowful, yeah, beres ye beboa wo mama setna pa be. Kwabrane a fast screwdriver, pull na se wona wolusu na waya no watwe. Watwe ya na frimu a mani firi soro wa bobo akwa na ne akwa koton. Ohunu nti street lights ne bebere na esi wo no amanfo atwetwe wo yes no.
Mani
nim. Ne bo nso edi
94.1
ti eto de bia ye de so bo no ba aban no na wo mo nso a wo mo nti na aban no bere no Oh no. Nti igusua I think say prefus.
Yeah.
Nti igusua ye no mo edi nkomo say ye be ye na ombetimi aso sa kan ya mai. Mantemo no de eye nso ya say bifo no. Yes, eno na emsa branch no ye no na all kan no. Nti usually assembly no the for assembly members no so any unit committee for no no mo supervise ama omaye na we na ECG ankasa na ebo.
Oh, okay.
Nti emfa bob no mu bi so no na emfa nkonkobo ECG na yama wo mo ebo se de be ya we mu no so di o mani ebedi akire na ya hwese ba bibia no a ehihia bi no ye de bebo tie no de maye ho adwuma pa.
My touch on this parliament nkoma de ya uti cross we am shisho search na be kono wakono obi. Are you afraid of losing that seat?
Oh, not
as a majority.
Not at all. Not at all.
We're a lawyer. Let's be sincere.
94.1.
Do you think Speaker err in any way for that declaration?
Okay.
Or directives or orders, so to speak?
Okay. And see,
for politics.
Yes.
Let's talk as a
lawyer. In fact, no one can be back.
Yes.
Me dia manyosem no
etunche
na me no edi nkomo se lawyer ni
as a lawyer, yeah.
Eni se obi nso a me kire mra.
Okay. You teach at the law school?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Not at the law school,
at
but
okay.
At the university.
At the university.
Yes,
oh, okay.
I teach company law.
Oh, okay.
I teach business law.
Okay. That's the faculty level.
Yes.
Okay, I see.
Na metumi aka ne pi say the speaker ye no say me fa me interpretation dia waiting.
Okay.
But that is my interpretation.
And the law is subject to different interpretations.
Yes. Nti na asem no Supreme Court on pro mudi asem ne mutimi chese two
and there is true.
Enu so nti kra na court no ya cheche ne sa atwede no. Ti High Court abaako ukokoro for appeal amiensa uko Supreme Court a 5. Eko. Because ye kan mra no a se de ebesi ate ase no eye different. Na de nti a me madwen ye me say speaker eti no. 94.1. Say asem no se city and the omanfo no nim dada. That said Article 97.
Yeah.
Kind year or say if you came to parliament, and I'm paraphrasing, you came to parliament on the ticket of a party. And then you are seeking to remain in parliament as an independent candidate. The word is seeking to remain in parliament as an independent candidate. What that will tell you, they say, that provision is relative to the current parliament.
Yes.
And I do not see how somebody will say that is not the meaning of the law. Because words have meaning. Constitution 97. You came on the ticket of a party, but you are seeking to remain in parliament as an independent candidate.
Yes, these people are supposedly they are all seeking to remain in parliament.
No.
They are seeking to
which parliament?
This parliament.
EZRA 94.1.
They are not seeking to remain in this parliament as independent candidate.
They have declared independent.
They have declared
intention.
Yes.
So
yes.
The intention is executed because forms.
No, they have not been voted for. The people have not exercised that mandate for them.
No, but they've gone beyond their intention.
They have filed nominations.
Nominations.
Yes, but you do not become the position upon filing nominations. It is still an intention. Yes. It is still an ambition until the people exercise the mandate and give it to you.
For you.
Yes. And it is an intention in respect of
the 9th parliament.
The 9th parliament, which is futuristic. And you know, one canons of the law is that the law will not even worry itself about vacuumness, things that has not occurred. The law will not stretch its neck like the ostrich to look into the future to see what may happen or may not happen. God to know you know. And where the now constitution no use you are seeking to remain in that parliament. Now, many of them mamin cancer we. Who your constitutional interpretation. Now, when you saw the right canon of interpretation, you get it wrong. You will become a literalist, which literalists all over the world we have departed from it because they're problematic.
Yeah.
you need to take into consideration the mischief. What is the mischief which the framers of the Constitution wanted to curb? What is the historical antecedent? We are talking about 1960s where Yeto Abamu will be no parliament. Because of religious influence, because of tribal affiliation, sometimes because of inducement. It be so because of threat. No, what cross carpeted. No, what joining another political party.
94.1.
Parliament or in the same term. ABC under the fourth republic here. Yeah. Apparently, they didn't commit him that. Were you say?
Were you signing?
Yes. Who got up in parliament and told the whole parliament say he's no longer an NDC person and walked to the other side and sat down. That is what we want to prevent. It didn't seem a person prevent it. Omanfo no ato aba ma o mama mandate on a ticket. Te say Joseph nim say MPP wo a e no munya mfaso yi. No masoma me on the ticket of NPP no. Ukodu ho a wo se wadane ho. Wadane ho no. They will not have any right to also decide on who decision no. This one try ma 4 years so na tell say we chiti wo mu. Ye de we na soma wo koya akwa down ho. Ye de na be ye. Yet me you free or just yet na say ma wo time no so ansa na wo ba ye de kokromuti na sa apanish wa na ya ye obibi sa. Eno ni ye hu ne say wo yes you have violated the mandate of the people. Nti ye ma wo nyesa. Nti mandate no ankofo ne de so ma wo kɔ na wo mpebie mu a ene ye brafie ne ento aba no foforo. Ye ma wo enkoye wo hudua broni nkɔkyere nkrofo no mo to aba ma na wo kɔ a wakɔ akɔdane wo. That is the mischief by a person. Ye kebe where nobody will violate the mandate of the people. Is that the case in the SCA? Papa yo wo so humu yi. Watsena parliament for 4 years ni nyina kakakra na term na so in the MPP. Waka kire so hum say parliament no ebeba da ache no de eno de mini MPP fu ntu ana mo mepese me kokontonkure. It's me December me ko so ami ato me so aba no so ko so hum. So hum forward the opportunity to decide on only decision no. So wherein lies violating the mandate of the people? It doesn't okay.
There goes to the people. Catcher said there's a precedence with Formina MP. The previous the 7th Parliament. We know the speaker rule on it. In equal measure.
A bad precedent will always be a bad precedent. And Ahmed they say speaker Aaron Kofi really you know. If you know you know, some disagreed, including MPP members. I listened to,
but I know the MPP petitioned the speaker.
Oh yes, they did, and I'm saying,
say, member with says, yeah, our co-independent one can.
Yes, and I'm saying, say, if the law is bad yesterday, is bad today.
Are you saying that ruling?
If I were in Parliament, I would have disagreed.
Was flawed.
Yes.
Oh yeah, sure.
I would have disagreed. I mean, according to my own interpretation, I would have disagreed. And that is why people like Lawyer Ndi Apia Kubinum disagreed then. And a host of other MPP people disagreed.
Because what interpretation? Then somebody links this to that and looked at the Gisdom theory of interpretation and go and add it, say, you can't take it because they are from the same species. Yeah, near me can say, the amount for can say, near SC. Enrichi, Yamakukwe, any the Abemba Benaye, they are of the same species. And the me and or take Q and president from the Yamakukwe.
See,
Abemba Ben will be right.
One thing about legislative precedent and say anti judicial precedent.
Okay.
In fact, no parliament binds the other.
Yeah.
And when it comes to decision of speaker, at best it can be persuasive.
Okay.
Or a form of guidance. But it is never binding.
Yeah. Say see.
And I think say procedure no also will be different if we want to go into it. Okay. How the whole thing came about. So you are saying there was a petition in terms of the appropriate but what even happened in Parliament? Procedure no make us make one more. And also another problematic because you are almost a statement. A statement is under Order 93.
Yeah.
We hear Order 93 now. Or say if there's an issue of a public importance will be person can once 94.1 which my statement or my statement we are MPs na wo no bia betumi aka ho asem see we na speaker adwen ye say ehu hia on refer issue no to the appropriate committee na committee no ko hwem na omon suggest a legislation and that's where it ends. That is where it ends. So the entire Order 93 is for a legislation to be proposed. Omumetuyefo say o ade o ye kan ye no e betimi ahye ho mra say said e be ya sa problem no to be twa. In Order 93 nowhere does it give power to the speaker to declare the seats vacant. Enunti na babin e ba ye no a on say wan koka say the decision is consequent on the statement too. Ono no ba ye no say ono akwa ye the research.
Exactly.
And now ono ehu senkophobia file eyi. Enti ono no in law will say so much on his own volition. Why? But if you do that, it's dangerous. The cardinal principle of law is that you do not condemn a man unless you have heard from him. It will be Michael Kwe precedent, you know. Michael Kwe wrote to Esiama to respond the rules of all the Otram pattern. So how do you say it's a mere speaker? Mere my investigator. Miyama ko easy.
Without hearing the party.
Did you hear them on the floor of Parliament?
No.
Tonight said the NDC for a Kafa Babi who said to the be a Parliament and Yako na him fee. How Cassie will be in Kabi, no, naturally say a Yababi Dimu.
Constitutional lawyers Becatcher said then Supreme Court also aired in ordering the speaker for action because of course there is separation of powers.
That would be a wrong, assumption of what the law actually is. And the case in question will be a very interesting American case, which underpins this whole principle of separation of powers and checks and balances. The famous Youngstown sheet, and Youngstown sheet tube versus Sawyer. And particularly the dictum of Justice Taylor or Jackson. Yes. Those principles jurisprudentially go together. You can never have a complete separation of powers. Otherwise, there will be anarchy. The state cannot be governed. It's a parliament. Law they say, si anseni ye na adwentante bi bemu a enye yen na yechire mu ye the court Supreme Court. Wo mandate no kra constitutionally ye de ama wo no. Mistake ba ho anya wo na uchire. Ye the Supreme Court. 94.1 Judiciary say obi akokum opemfo, which we can say is the highest, crime. Ye na kwakotum. Ye na tuma wi ade echi amampani betuma ka say me am girem tumi so as president me yi. Ghana resources nyina mampani na ejina no ohweso ma yi nyina ono na spend yen sika enso want me spend taku ajes waba parliament mampani so ofa ministers ya wa bin say kra na mampani yi ajes ye do ko parliament ma parliament pene ansa na yafa. So wherein lies the separation of powers? Nobody can talk about the people are tempted to believe that there's an organ of government that is absolute on its own and is not subject to there is no natural or non-natural person on the face of this country who is immune from judiciary. Otherwise we'll be running into a very dangerous the kasa said ye peno and say yinim say so be credit to me no pay asem no be tabiri yekusia ye wo dwankobia bi court no so e file the affair no prerogative writs no particularly habeas corpus mampeni ntimi nka se me na me mampeni ma order police am ya chede me mfa ma court nso di wase the president will be impeached if he decides not to listen to the orders of a Supreme Court or the prerogative orders of a superior court of judicature.
And Damus is also sitting.
You know. Enti sa netie. Separation of powers obiya nye na within the law, but it is also within the law say final judicial power is with the judiciary.
And it's now kwatran.
Eh, me kwatran majority side. Well, say be an any part of Patapan will be Patapan, so dear, say Patapan. Oh, well, yeah, the Sotro to me rock. Sotro, the air more the Miranda Bay Juma. I see, yes, MPP, dear, so be him say, dear. But a bit of expect I hear will have a very chaotic scene. Well, yeah, Titi. With him, and this is what they say, and they didn't crab it to one. Oh, yeah, Titi say, one more person baby, sir, but. Yeah, corner level. Yeah, catch it. Hey, night and uncle Bevan and people for the time we go my air for Debbie. Yeah, no, sorry. Oh, yeah, the Mrabaman sorry. So himself Supreme Court. As the directives that was given by.
Now, Baba no Case, Montrasi will be into me, and here.
You see, Obia is subject to the contempt powers of the Supreme Court. Ube them.
And you expect say the Bible will
bet me a shock you will be say if you act in fragrance of the orders of the apex court of the land, it means you have brought the whole administration of justice into disrepute. It's not a joke. It is not a joke.
I see.
Until you stay order no, and it's a public nature. Nobody can sit there and say, I'm waiting to be served the orders of the Supreme Court. It is so notorious that it is one that judicial notice can be taken care of, can be taken also be at.
Oh, okay.
And if you go to Parliament now, you are going to say, "Oh, the Supreme Court can find you." Well, yeah, better not come near side the near in office.
Oh, okay.
File process.
Oh, okay.
As our process, no soon so no.
I'm more than grateful. Final comment, do any remarks to your constituents?
Joseph, Mukachiri Buatina, Kasei, Muamukachira, Muamam baby Atanana, Mede, some more, Egusua, some more, Midimwadina, Dina, Aquino, Eguso, then the way they have to me free, me call roots, regional ministry or highways or na yakwaku didi home komo Egusua nkakra mu de munim dada say MPP wa ba mu an ye ni wa mu de nim esi ni wa ba wa aguru mu an ye bu din mu wodi mu a wodi mpie mu mu de ya ne MPP ne kai mu nti mu adawroma mu nya abotre na ye ni MPP amanyuku no entena na Ghana nyina nso de munim ebi a ya chechire wo man ya ba biduru ebire bi atwa mu amampani kufo bo no homodin bi kuduru baby uyo ne boy ya yantena ba mu yenim kwane e fa so ye sa be fa wo man yi na aye enei wo mo sa de na da ba be pere age yenim se madache eni yankase ya setena passe de MPP ya bo no akuduru no yenwie ni nyina peyo sede ye pese ye no yenim ene okokro mu ane ma bo den kakra yenim ye ni tuewu nyese ye ni ntua yenim papa nanso ye fapem no se ebeye na ni nyina be ka tuemu kama ne ma no daachi wo mutumi ko suku papa ene abrofo no mpo esi akansi no ni yanka so yesu yesi kasem ne adwuma atoto yie na ye di ko yenim obempa bi a mempese me boni dia no pe de wono no wontumi nka hu bi nkire yen ene yesa do man yi akwa akwose ne nsa ama se bi eburu se bi enya do yasa akwa akotete asan yenko yenim na yeni MPP ntena yento aba no bum emma Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia a wonwen kese de ma omayi na even as a vice president no de watumi ayempo de ama na no na TV na ensu ayiri wo Sechira Fram Place na nkoda yi tworo BC na ye di papers na good drone mu ni a fly drone no na akoja papers na gu na nkoda ya fa omo ye nam se wow enei ye secondary school so no bia ye de STEM ebi miami kroma bana system a yesi wo ho enya agro enkwada no timi ye drones e wo Ghana ha STEM schools enya MPP na wa ba mu a enkativate ne stems ye kofa ne he na enei ye mofrei e de koyenim mo adawroma mamu ko hwe akom e mo mutimpo mo ne MPP entina na brunya bosome no nto aba no boom mfama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia na ye nto aso nchechire wo man no.
Okay, thank you very much, Lawyer Kwabena Boateng. I'm more than grateful. For Lawyer Kwabena Boateng, I'm attending Kasaro Pay and any din komono. I am far birthday dedications. Kakra we are the voice note akano. Ebewi na yedia sorry so. The birthday dedication nano pay. A lot are celebrating their birthday, and of course, happy birthday, Uncle Emma, a free year Winnie Chumwa, a free year Winnie Chumwa, and your birthday, happy birthday to you, a free year Winnie Chumwa. I mean, sure. Right. The next birthday in comma, Rebecca Lantam. Rebecca Lantam. And your birthday, have a blessed day and a fruitful moment of life. From Edison, I see. Pastor Seth, and your birthday, also Radin Shao, on your cassia, may the anointing increase. Now, a Radin Kosum Pijao, because it's over your cassia palm. Thank you very much. And this is a birthday dedication from myself, Reverend Daniel Kofi Asante, on behalf of Kumasi Diocese of the Methodist Church Ghana. Asaf Mame Hereta Ousu, the wife of the Bishop of the Kumasi Diocese, the very Reverend, the Right Reverend Koku Usu. Papa, and Asaf Mame birthday. And a special birthday to your Mame Hereta Ousu. The whole special Asaf Mame for Kumasi Diocese of the Methodist Church Ghana. Mama, happy birthday to you. You're such a lovely woman. Radisha. On your cassia, we love you and we'll continue to love you. Happy birthday to you, Mom. A special birthday in command, Mr. Frederick Amputua, and your birthday. Happy birthday to you, man. Radin Shrao. Now, Uncle Sunyo Cassie, because it's obey cassia pa. Thank you very much. Happy birthday in command, Nana Kofi Kofabai. Nana Kofi Kofabai, Chief of Wasa Achem Krum. Nana Kofi Kofabai the first, the chief of Achem Krum. Nana, and your birthday. Already show among Quanso, among Yinche, no your cassia, because it's obey cassia pa. Already encounter. Another birthday in command mother from Nikki Pizza fan club of London. Right? Is it London? London, my son. Okay. Happy birthday to you, mother. And then your birthday, already in Kosu now on your cassia. Anyo kesi ko be kesi pa. Another birthday in come Elizabeth. Elizabeth, and your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day. Have fun. You're such a lovely baby. Yamisha. Now anyo kesi. And the last birthday dedication appear Georgina. And your birthday. Happy birthday to you. See that? Have fun. Enjoy your day. And may the Lord continue to bless you. Appear Georgina. Okay. Birthday dedication come a cha anani J. Miaminia Solomon Anane or your NDC Regional Communication Team member or your teacher ni Nebaba Efia Echa Anane Eji and your birthday. Happy birthday to you, baby girl, Radin Shrao of this wonderful day. May the Lord bless you. On that note, we have the production team within the Reverend Kofi Asante, MCR team members, the Nation Fighter. Okojaman Nyamisha Ruby, good morning. Sanso and Obey, and of course other engineers on duty, Edu and all the entire team. TK, of course, directly in charge of my voices, production, everybody. George, Kukwata, of course, the master producer for this show. Sir Mike. The entire team, David and everybody. Nyamen kosu nshiramo kusise mobile kesepa. Nyame ya duma. 94.1. Ebe sign ede jumedi na abramo. But yemfa mo voice note ne mremo. Let's enjoy our voice note. Yewi a mako ede eye makosem ebebremo anope ya. Ni we feed in free.
Yeah, Reverend, me watching chiao. Amentia lawyer. Your prayer can be my me who that. And then I'm a hunupa Nyamishrano.